In South India, a Devadasi, Sanskrit, servant of Deva, god, or Devi, goddess, is a girl dedicated to worship and service of a deity or a temple for the rest of her life. The dedication takes place in a Patakatta ceremony, which is similar in some ways to marriage. Originally, in addition to taking care of the temple and performing rituals, these women learned and practiced Satir, Bharatanatyam, Odissi and other classical Indian artistic traditions and enjoyed a high social status as dance and music were an essential part of temple worship. Traditionally, Devadasis had a high status in society. After marrying wealthy patrons, they spent their time honing their skills instead of becoming a housewife. They had children from their husbands who were also taught their skills of music or dance. Often their patrons had another wife who served them as housewife. During British rule in the Indian subcontinent, kings who were the patrons of temples and temple arts became powerless. As a result, Devadasis were left without their traditional means of support and patronage. During colonial times, reformists worked towards outlawing the Devadasi tradition on grounds that it supported prostitution. Colonial views on Devadasis are hotly disputed by several groups and organizations in India and by Western academics as the inability of the British to distinguish them from the girls who danced in the streets for the reasons other than spiritual devotion to the deity as in socio-economic deprivation and perusal of folk arts. Recently the Devadasi system has started to disappear, having been outlawed in all of India in 1988. Devadasis are also known by various other local terms, such as Jogini. Furthermore, the Devadasi practice is known as Basivi in Karnataka and Maitangi in Maharashtra. It is also known as Venkatasani, Nalas, Morlis and Thirudiyand. There were Devadasis from Iyer communities as they performed Bharatanatyam. Devadasi are sometimes referred to as a caste, however, some question the accuracy of this usage. According to the Devadasis themselves, there exists a Devadasi way of life or a professional ethic, vritti, murai, but not a Devadasi jati, subcaste. Later, the office of Devadasi became hereditary, but it did not confer the right to work without adequate qualification. Amrit Srinivasan, 1985. In Europe the term bayadeer, from French, bayadeer, ascending to Portuguese, balhadeira, literally dancer, was occasionally used.